From Tyrone Biggums, instead of trading for Baker Mayfield, should Seattle trade for Sam Darnold? To be blunt, no. They're pretty similar costs from a contract perspective, and Sam Darnold sucks. I know that he was held back by Adam Gase in New York. He hasn't been good anywhere or ever in his time in the NFL. Talking about not accurate, not good production, and often injured. I can't do anything with that guy. Now, if the Panthers cut him, okay, sure, I guess you could revisit that. I would have way, way, way more interest in adding a player who I have seen play at a top 10 level in 2022 in Baker Mayfield than in Sam Darnold, who's never been all that good in the NFL. But what do you guys think? We're a show for the people here, after all. Pick a QB. Who would you rather have to start if you had to start one? BM for Baker Mayfield, SD for Sam Darnold. This is the pinned comment here on today's video, so if the ad break comes, take advantage of it, BM or SD.
Dale Webb Jr., does Deebo Samuel or DK Metcalf get traded? I'm going to go ahead and say that Deebo Samuel gets dealt. I don't think DK at this point does. The more likely player for Seattle that gets dealt, I actually think it's Tyler Lockett, so that's definitely a name to keep in mind.
From Tyrell Burgess, will the Seahawks trade DK Metcalf? It is, after all, NFL wide receiver trade rumor season palooza, as you saw Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, etc. all get dealt. A.J. Brown get dealt. Now Metcalf, McLaurin holding out from their teams. I don't think Seattle trades away DK because you shouldn't trade away young, talented players who do fit your timeline, even in a rebuild. If he were to be dealt, hypothetically speaking, 5 teams, and I think, 4 teams that could make some sense. The Bears, let's build around Justin Fields. The Ravens need a true proven number 1. The Packers and Chiefs allegedly wanted to pay their players. The Packers made a huge offer for Devontae Adams. The Chiefs a smaller one for Tyreek Hill. Metcalf would better fit that cost from a money perspective, and both teams could make it work in their salary caps. I've seen Tennessee linked to DK Metcalf in the past. They didn't pay A.J. Brown $25 million. Are they going to pay DK Metcalf $25 million or more? I don't think so. So what do you think, in the end, the Seahawks do with one DK Metcalf? Type in T for they trade him, or you can type in P for they pay him. Let me know in the comment section. This one is the pinned comment on today's video. Santos Marino's trade idea next up here. A DK Metcalf trade. The Bears get Metcalf, and the Seahawks get a first and a future second-round pick. So remember that future draft picks are normally valued at 1 less than the current value of a pick. So, or 1 round less. So that's a first and a third. That's the right value. It's what A.J. Brown went for, and there's a chance, even with the DK Metcalf in Chicago, that pick could be higher than what Tennessee got to get rid of A.J. Brown, and then they took Traylon Burks with. So, Santos, I think you had the trade value just about right on that standpoint. 2 notable players right now holding out of minicamp, at least they were holding out of minicamp. It's wrapped up for Seattle, of course. Pick a wide receiver for me. Who would you rather have on your team? Let's say the cost of a trade, money-wise, draft capital-wise, is similar. Type in DK for DK Metcalf or TM for Terry McLaurin.
Let's go to Beatles Burner. Who's your dark horse MVP? Oh, boy. I mean, I'm not just saying this because I'm a Raiders fan. I do think Derek Carr deserves to be in the discussion because when you look at the overall odds, they are very, very low. You have Devontae Adams, you have Hunter Renfrow, you have Darren Waller, and on top of that, before Derek lost Henry Ruggs, he was probably the front runner to win NFL MVP. If the Raiders win that division with the amount of attention that's going to be around there, I'll say DC is definitely a dark horse MVP. I think Justin Herbert deserves to be in that conversation as well. If you want to get super, and I mean like super dark horse MVP, Tua deserves to be in it as well with all the talent he has around him. Which QB will make the biggest step forward in their career this season? Ooh, really good question. I would say the quarterback that has the most that can take the biggest step and needs to take the biggest step is Tua. He's got a lot of talent around him. He needs to be the one that people are like, all right, in that draft class, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, those two players are going to get talked about a lot. Tua needs to get back up into that conversation. But I will say the quarterback that takes the biggest step forward in their career, I don't like saying it because I'm a Raiders fan, I think it's Justin Herbert. I think we're about to see Justin Herbert take the step forward, and it's going to scare some people because what he did as a rookie, what he did as a sophomore, Herbert scares the living shit out of me. I'm not going to lie to you. Join the family right now. Take a second. Subscribe to Chat Sports. Turn on those notifications. That way you never miss a video. We are getting close to 293,000 subscribers. Think about that. It's a crazy number to me. So please, you have nothing to lose. Free videos. Hit that subscribe button.
From Smokey254 McKenzie, who is your top/favorite QB in the draft other than Stroud and Bryce? Who will be the most improved rookie QB from last year? Okay, so first question. I liked a lot of what I saw out of Tyler Van Dyke. There is a tier gap for me after Stroud and Young, but there's also some very intriguing depth beyond Van Dyke, so we'll spend plenty of time on that question, I promise you, throughout the NFL offseason and into next year too. Most improved rookie QB, Davis Mills, Mac Jones have higher floors right now relative to their assumed ceiling, so I'll cross them off the list. Trey Lance will have the biggest statistical improvement since he didn't play that much last year. I think Fields' breakout will come in year 3. I'm hopeful for Zach Wilson. If the Jags can just catch, it will be Trevor Lawrence. There are so many awesome plays on film. Lawrence out there dropping dimes. His guys just can't catch. So I hope it's Trevor Lawrence. Trey Lance, though, is a very intriguing bet as well. And, of course, hopefully Zach Wilson takes a step forward as well.
All right, y'all, totally random question here. We got a bunch of different shows at Chat Sports, and we got a different people that have got different, favorite teams as well. So who do you think is the best team out of all the teams on screen right now? Dallas Cowboys, type DAL, Pittsburgh Steelers, PIT, 49ers, SF, or the Green Bay Packers, GB?
Darrell Lewis, extremely hot take. All West Division teams will make the playoffs in the 2022/2023 season. What is your hottest take? Okay, I'll answer the first part there. It makes sense. In terms of the talent, if they were in the NFC, if this was the NFC West, I think we'd feel good about all those teams making it there. My hottest take. What do we go with here? Let's see. The Bengals don't make the playoffs this year after they go Super Bowl to not making it, and they just regress a little bit and have that Super Bowl hangover season. Folks, we are also on Rumble. We have free and uncensored content. You can play it podcast style, by the way, on your phone, which I know some of you guys like quite a bit. Sports news, politics, tech and business video platforms are also available on Rumble beyond us here at Chat Sports. We are growing to platforms you guys use. So give us a follow for free at rumble.com/NFL Daily. That link will be in the comment section and it will be in the description. From the Ronin 99, what team goes from worst to first this year? It's a great question. A couple teams that jump out to me from that standpoint. Denver in the loaded AFC West has a chance. The Ravens in the strong AFC North have a very good chance. Beyond that, I think it's one of those two teams. I'm not buying Houston or the Giants or the other New York team either. Seattle's rebuilding. Detroit's not there yet. Carolina has no good QB. And the Jags are the Jags. So the Texans were not a worst to first team. So I'm thinking Denver or Baltimore.